Hi and Assalamualaikum to Dr. Atika. My name is Nura Ain binti Nokisham, and in this video our group would like to present about Weka group project. So before we begin, I will introduce my team member, which is Natasha Amira, Amira Shira, Amira Akila and Noraida Yasmin. So the title of our group project is Campus Recruitment Status Placement in Educational System. First and foremost, I will explain what recruitment is. Recruitment is an important process for companies to identify and attract highly skilled job seekers to fill the vacancies. Therefore, to fill the vacancies, companies must find candidates, create recruitment strategies, screen application, and so on. However, recruitment processes may not always be successful as expected because company may not attract enough qualified candidates. As a result, some companies may rely heavily on campus recruitment. Campus recruitment is the most common way for corporate industry to interact with students. Reaching students before they begin their career will benefit both companies and students. Companies will benefit from having a large number of students and will be able to select the best candidate in short period of time. On the other hand, students will have the advantage to find a good job that match the level of their qualification, as well as save significant amount of time if they are chosen during campus recruitment. Although campus recruitment has many benefits for students, not all students will be recruited immediately by the organization. Hence, the main objective of this study is to determine the criteria needed by the organization and employability factors that influencing the placement.
This study explored a dataset from Kaggle repository dataset to analyze the accuracy of the prediction on selection of students for the chosen campus placement. The campus placement has been studied by various authors that have shown that their studies mostly use data mining like decision tree algorithm to predict the selection of students for campus placement. Shown is a study of J. Valata. They use decision tree algorithm from data mining rapid miner software to develop C4.5, ID3, and CHAID to predict the accuracy of campus placements. Thus, it was concluded that the ID3 is the better algorithm than the other, which provides the accuracy of 95.33%, which is higher than the CHID and C4.5. Furthermore, data mining perspective for outcome based on education system, which were used to predict the students' attributes from the various algorithms conducted, which result to an attribute that has performed the accuracy and overall 99.33% from a study done by Abhishek, which was found that applying a machine learning technique makes a huge number of successful graduations among students, which resulted from a decision tree algorithm analyzed. Studied by K. Manikadan, data mining algorithm J48, Naive Bayes-Net, REP3, and multi-layer perceptron MLP were used to analyze the students' placement selection. It was resulted that the prediction rates are not consistent among algorithms based on the attribute chosen. However, in the study done by Townsend Patel, they used various algorithms and techniques like association rules, classification, clustering, regression, neural network, fuzzy logic, decision trees, genetic algorithms in order to predict the selection for campus placement in higher education. Concluded that to form the estimated clusters, they need to compare various clustering algorithms' performance with clustered instances and time taken.
For methodology, we obtain the data from the Kaggle repository dataset. In this study, we use the data mining method. Data mining is the process of extracting new information from massive amount of data in the form of rules or patterns. Besides, data mining is also known as knowledge discovery in database (KDD). Not only that, data mining is critical stage of KDD process because data becomes meaningful when it is to be processed to find and retrieve relevant knowledge. Moving on, the author used Weka data mining software for analyzing the dataset of campus recruitment status placement. This software includes a variety of machine learning algorithms such as classification, clustering, and more.
Next, I will be explaining about the data processing phase. The data was collected from Kaggle dataset and it consists of string value and numeric value. There are 14 attributes in this dataset, which is the information that is required for them to be placed for the campus recruitment. From the figure that is shown, we can see that most of the students' recruitment are classified as placed, which is blue, and there are also not placed, which is red. For the feature selection, I am going to explain about the info-gain attribute evaluation and correlation attribute evaluation. This table shows that the attribute number 2, which is the percentage of students with a secondary education 10th grade, is the most important factor in influencing the placement for the campus recruitment. As for this table, it shows that the attribute number 7, the students' degree percentage, is ranked highest among the attributes in this dataset. This finding differs with that of Melikenden K, who conducted research in the same area in 2018. The dataset was subjected to a search method utilizing ranker with info-gain attribute evaluation and correlation attribute evaluation to examine if any changes in dimensions contributed to the real productivity.
Next, we move to the specifying selected algorithm for classification, which is decision tree. As we can see, attribute SSP, which represents the student secondary education percentage in 10th grade and work kids with students who have work experience, is the most influential factor for students to be placed and to be selected in the campus recruitment placement. As for the classification algorithm selection, there are 215 instances where 14 attributes have been analyzed, and 3 classification methods have been employed to measure the accuracy of the datasets. After evaluating the results of all algorithms using Weka tools, the 3 highest classifiers accuracy with comparable percentage was found in iWiki 99.07%, followed by PART 93.95% and Jerry 87.91% as shown in Table 4.
And now I will explain about visualization trend analysis. So, for the first figure is about specialization in higher secondary education, HSCS and gender. There are 2 levels of college placement, which blue represent place and red is referring to not place. In this data set, it consists of 14 attributes, and specialization in higher secondary education, HSCS, is among the least in the attributes. So there are 3 types of HSCS, which are arts, science, and commerce. As shown in figure 3, for the commerce stream and science for male gender, it is dominated by blue color, which represent place. While for female gender, for commerce stream, it is dominated by red color, which represent not place. So it can be concluded that between both genders, male gender has a high chance of getting campus placement compared to female gender. So the next figure is about degree T and gender. So as shown in figure 4, it has been discovered that between 2 genders, which are female and male, both gender have the same streams, which are science and technology and communication and management. So from the pattern above, for male gender, it has been dominated by blue color for both science and technology and communication management, while for female gender, for science and technology, it is dominated by blue color, which represent high level of campus placement, and whereas communication management, it is dominated by red color, which represent low level of campus placement. So the next figure is about specialization and gender. As depicted in figure 5, it has been proven that between two genders, which are female and male, both genders have the same streams, which are marketing and HR and marketing and finance. So based on the pattern above, for male gender, for marketing and HR and marketing and finance specialization, we can see that it is dominated by blue color, which represent high level of placement, while for female gender, for marketing and HR specialization, it is dominated by red color, which represent low level of campus placement. So the next figure is about work experience and degree. So as illustrated in figure 6, there are three types of degree, which are science and technology, communication and management, and others. For degree T, science and technology and communication and management with no work experience, it has been dominated by blue color, which represent high placement level. While for degree D, science and technology and communication and management, with work experience, it is clearly dominated by blue color. So it can be concluded that students who have a work experience have a high chance to get campus placement.
This study is mainly focused on analyzing the prediction accuracy of the criteria needed for student or freshmen to be placed in the chosen campus by using different classification algorithms, which are IBK algorithms from a lazy group, GRIP, and PART algorithm from a rules group. The study findings demonstrated that the qualities selected from the initial dataset are extremely important, and that it was sufficient for any attribute classes to increase their predictive accuracy. Based on the findings, the IBK algorithm showed the highest accuracy among the others by 99.07%, with correctly classified instead of 213, which is also the highest while having only 2 incorrectly classified instances. Thus, this analysis will help the institute to identify the classified dataset of student placement with a precision of more than 80%. Furthermore, the default option is 10 for the a priori algorithm, and the findings indicated that the largest number of the best recruited, which demonstrate that social coherence is equivalent to 10, are dominated by 3 dimensions, which are salary offered by corporates, high secondary education percentage, and degree percentage. Based on accuracy and classified errors, the IBK algorithms method surpasses the other classifiers. However, the a priori algorithm can be utilized to find the optimal route for assertion rule mining among all of the attributes, where it will aid in the development of a more efficient prediction tool when combined with other techniques. In the future development, the algorithm accuracy will be improved, where the data might be enhanced to incorporate some of the students' psychological qualities and digital talents, which then could be mined using various classification algorithms to predict the accuracy of students' campus placement in the future. The authors are also eager to work on the data about students' social well-being for various types of study in the future, in order to form which technique of study has the most influence on students' campus placement. That's all from us. Thank you.